Welcome to Mainland Television Regional News. I'm Graham O'Brien, and coming up in today's bulletin, the rodeo came to town, the buskers are coming, astral close encounter and toxic algae warnings, and more. Events happening around the region on the weekend included the annual Evolve Festival at Founders Park. The festival is about the esoteric way of life, alternative healing therapies, permaculture, workshops and seminars, plus more. I went along to find out what was happening this year and caught up with one person who was participating while asking some who were there what had brought them along to the event. We're just down here at the Evolve Festival asking people what brought them down here today. The good food, the good music, the good vibe, or just something else?
The good vibe and the nice energy and just great feeling about the place.
Oh, nice. And you think you'll be getting a bit of massage while you're down here?
Yes, I am going to go and suss someone out to fix my neck and shoulders very shortly.
Different therapies, probably, yeah.
And there's some really good talks going on. Do you think you'll catch up with those?
Maybe. We'll have to get past all the cynicists first, I think. There's a few cynical people, so we'll have to get them in on it, see if we can prove them wrong.
Hey, yeah, so just asking people what brought them down here today. Good music, good food, free clothes, swap clothes?
Free clothes? No, a bit of both really. We love the music, love the food, and lots of different things to learn. And yeah.
Do you think you'll be having any massage or your palm read or anything like that while you're down here?
Probably a lot, probably the whole lot if I can. But
That's good.
I don't know whether the wallet's that thick.
Hi there, Justine. Now it's a beautiful day. There's lots going on down here, but this shop seems to be a little bit different. No one seems to be paying, and then people seem to be changing clothes. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
Sure. We call it a clothing swap. So the idea is that people bring their goods down to us and then we give them a coupon, a clothing coupon, and they swap that coupon for the piece that they have brought in. So clothing swap. But what we find is the people who don't know about the swap still want to shop for clothing. So we accept koha donations for the hospice, and at the end of the weekend that all gets bundled up and I take what clothing is left into the hospice and they get the donation via Bex and Chai who run the festival.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So where do the clothes come from originally? Where are you getting them from?
Again, they drop the clothing into the main office here 3 days prior to the event, and then I turn up on a Friday with friends and we just hang everything up. It would be great if everybody left them on coat hangers, but they don't. But next time they will, and then we just hang them straight up on the racks. And we have deliveries all the time because the girls come through the event, so it's worth shopping on a Sunday, just the same as swapping on a Saturday. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea. It's just giving things back to the community and reusing and recycling.
Absolutely, it's all about recycling. So just come down and see Christine at the clothing shop and we'll look after you.
It seems everyone loves a cowboy, and this proved true when the rodeo came to town this weekend, drawing a large crowd on Saturday at Richmond Park Racecourse. With search and rescue crews on task directing car parking as a way to raise funds for their good cause. The Richmond Rodeo Club offered an enjoyable afternoon of points awarded rodeo as part of the New Zealand Rodeo Cowboy Association circuit, where contestants from all over New Zealand came to compete to earn points from event winnings towards their end of season coveted champion buckles. The day proved to be all that was promised, with a day out for families watching the competition along with food stalls, amusements and more. Rodeo activities during the day included bucking broncos, roping bareback riding and the 8-second bulls who came from Rangiora to test the cowboys' stamina and abilities. Chrissy Small spoke with Richmond Rodeo Club Secretary Tina Angus Finn about the day's events.
How did that go?
Oh, Chrissy, it was a wonderful weekend. The weather was brilliant. We had some of the best stock in the South Island here that have travelled up from down south. Competitors from Kaitaia to Invercargill, we were delighted. And to see the public and the community of Richmond and Nelson and Tasman so behind the rodeo and backing it and happy on the fields, it was just great atmosphere. Yeah, really delighted.
Was it a record crowd, Tina?
It was a record crowd, and the aspects of the families that were involved. Their numbers were down a little bit, but the crowd was really good in their enthusiasm and getting behind the clown and the announcer, and the noise was just amazing. Yeah, I'm sure the whole of Richmond heard them at times, so that support was brilliant, yeah.
Now, so look, tell me, there must have been a few winners out there.
There was a lot of winners and very, very happy faces. Those that have travelled a long way are really delighted with what they came across. The local bulls from Murchison, the purpose-bred bulls there, none of those boys made time, so those bulls were too good for that, a lot of cowboys. So, yeah, they've all gone back to the paddock quite happy that nobody made money off them. Yeah.
Right. Was there an appearance by the McCormick brothers at all?
There was, yes, and that was something that's giving me goosebumps seeing that. They came out of the woodwork. Marty McCormick's a local, and the family have been local, and Marty hasn't picked up a rope for about 7 years. Wayne's partner, who had entered, was not able to make it, so he called on family, as you do, and they won the team roping, so it was wonderful, yes.
Oh, great. Oh, well, so there was a good local input then, obviously.
Oh, there was, yes. Another little guy, Harrison Buckland, local bull rider. Well, he's in the steer ride. He's worked his way up through the ranks. He was absolutely delighted with his placing on the weekend, and his mum was just over the moon with how excited he was and how well he did. So, yes, yeah. Very pleased.
Now, look, Tina, you get the odd person who's not very keen on the rodeo because they see it as a potential for animal cruelty. You know, judging by the antics in the weekend, the footage we've seen, you know, the concern I would be having is for the riders that come off these animals.
I totally get that. Yep, we've got, we have medical services there for the riders, and we have vets on board for the stock if need be. And there will be concern, and we understand that and appreciate that, but we have a vet that's checked the stock before and after the rodeo that's there all day, so we don't have an issue with that. We also have very strict animal welfare guidelines and codes, and the animals are our livelihood. A lot of these boys are farmers, stockmen themselves, so you know, that's their livelihood. So they need to look after their stock as well, and we need to. So we appreciate everyone has a view and a right to express that. And so, yeah, we hear them, and that's okay.
So, Tina, now after such a successful weekend, when will we be seeing the rodeo happening here again?
When is it happening again?
Yeah.
Sometime this time next year, sometime. Yeah.
Okay, so if people missed out this year, then they'd better get their boots on and their sunblock and their hats and come and see the next event this time next year.
Yep, our very small club, the Richmond Rodeo Club, we work all year to have this one big event and the holidays for the community, and it's part of the national circuit. And so around this time every year is when we will host that. We did a change this year as well for helping out national standards and not clashing with the North Island Rodeo, but also our own Golden Bay AMP, so we didn't clash with that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot to take into consideration, isn't there, when organising these events?
It's summer, there's a lot of events on, so yeah. But yes, next year we will still be here.
Tina Angus-Finn, thank you very much for your time today.
A warning for Tasman region as a toxic algae shows up with long spate of dry weather, causing an expansion of the green slimy toxic algae growth in a number of rivers. The Tasman District Council has found that up to 70% of the riverbed is covered by algae in the Waiiti River at the Brightwater Bridge. The algae varies in colour from blue-green to dark brown or black coloured and congeals as a slimy mat. It also has been discovered upstream of Motueka at the Motupico River, where there is currently 40% coverage. People are advised to stay out of the water, keep dogs on leashes where algae is present. Currently in the Nelson, there are low levels of toxic algae at 3 monitoring sites in the Maitai River, and people are advised to be vigilant. Council have placed signage at the points along the river providing information and photos of what it looks like, and the signs will change to warning status when toxic algae levels are found to be high. And now for hazards of a different kind on this Tuesday morning around 5:20 AM New Zealand time, asteroid 2004 BL86, a rather large astral visitor, will be racing past Earth at a distance only 3 times greater than the distance between the Earth and the Moon. It is expected that people in North and South America, Europe and Africa will have the better seats for the event. The closest point the asteroid will be to us will be around 1.2 million kilometres from the Earth's surface, which isn't actually too far away in the great scheme of things. With an approximate diameter of 500 metres, this will be the largest known asteroid to come this close to Earth until August 7th, 2027, when asteroid 1999 AN10 will then zoom past Earth. And now for something Nelsonians can really look forward to is the buskers who are coming to town. This Buskers Festival is a highlight at this time of year and is funded through Nelson City. So we went to Nelson City Council to speak with Alexi to find out what, where and when you can expect to see these street performers in action. Alexi, we've got the great buskers are back coming to Nelson again. Can you tell us a bit about this event?
Well, Graham, looks like it's a very sunny week ahead of us, so it's a great opportunity to discover some really awesome busking opportunities. And from Thursday onwards through to Sunday, on the top of Trafalgar Street, on Fairfield Park, and at the Boathouse, we will have some awesome buskers.
Great. And are these the same buskers that were down in Christchurch? Are the councils working together to bring these guys around the country?
Look, what we're doing is keep the spirit of a busking alive. So, you know, they're from all over the place. So we have buskers from Spain, from Mexico, from Canada, and even from places like New Zealand, believe it or not. And like all roads lead to Nelson. So yes, there are 5 of them, and they're really, I can tell you, they're really incredible.
These buskers events are free to attend. Does that mean that the volunteers are coming down here out of their goodwill to entertain us for the summer?
Well, buskers by definition, they go all around the place, you know, to perform, to showcase their talents and their skills, and hoping that the community is going to appreciate. And as a token of acknowledgement, they're going to, you know, put some money in their hat or whatever they put on display to collect that money. So donation, you know, koha is really important for buskers to carry on with their skills. So what we do is we contribute to a certain amount, but definitely the contribution from the public is the biggest reward that they can appreciate, you know, to sort of carry on with the talent and you know, just showcase what they can do and keep us entertained over the summer.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Alexi, and we can't wait to see these buskers in all the places that you mentioned.
Thank you very much. I hope to see you there, and don't forget Thursday and Sunday it's free events, and Thursday evening, Friday evening, I hope to see you at the Boathouse for R18 show of Buskers Go Bad. See you there.
Thanks very much. The Nelson Marlborough rescue helicopter was called out to 2 men to airlift them out on Saturday morning after their truck rolled on State Highway 1 north of Cheviot. The occupants of the truck were initially assessed by road ambulance crews prior to being flown to Christchurch Hospital in stable condition with moderate injuries. After the break, we'll bring you the latest weather update and some events and happenings coming up from around the region.